to this week's episode of NBA 2K TV.
We're a week into 2023, which means some of you might be going back to work or school, but the fun never stops in 2K23.
That's right, so let's tip off this week with some VC to get your year started off right.
Ready or not, here we go. Former 2K cover athlete Luka Doncic put up an historic performance, a 60-20-10 triple-double.
Hey, a lot of action around the NBA on Thanksgiving Eve. A great lead-in to a big weekend of basketball.
NBA, we have so much to be thankful for. And, of course, this is when the season starts for real. We've got a few weeks behind us. Guys have their legs under them. Now we start to see who the top dogs really are.
And the starting lineup for the Nets. Simmons and Curry are in the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Royce O'Neal. And it's Claxton in at the center position. Well, it was announced MP once again winning Player of the Week. Another feather in his cap in what has been a strong season.
And it shows how dominant MP can be for stretches. There was nobody in the league that could slow him down that last week.
Pass to Simmons. Curry against Trent. Curry passes to Durant. From deep. Curry's shot is off. Trent from long range. Kevin Durant pulls it in. The Nets have gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's O'Neal. Lets it go from deep. That shot off the mark.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
The shot by Big Daddy, no good. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to Durant. Outside Simmons. Here's Curry. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time.
Terrific playmaking from Simmons. Getting the ball into his hands off a wide open shooter.
To the middle. And stolen by Simmons. It's 2-on-1. Pushing it up now. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
The shot by Big Daddy, no good. The Nets have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Simmons with the bucket. Simmons has got his second basket of the night.
This is where Simmons is most comfortable shooting from. Once he's this deep, feed him.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You were right about that, VA. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges.
Tipped. Out of bounds. Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Curry against Trent. Outside Durant. Takes the 3. Rebound by the Raptors. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Atlanta.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game. And the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
And you talk to coaches around the league, and they'll tell you sometimes the ball just goes in. It's as simple as that.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
First team's out. Shooting for Brooklyn, Royce O'Neal.
The first one falls. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Here's Anunoby. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first personal foul.
It goes on Kevin Durant.
No debate there. He got hammered.
At the line
And it's hard to
for
overstate the
personal
impact OG Anunoby has on defense, Greg.
Hey, B.A., an absolute terror on the wings. I mean, he has great length, moves well, just one of the best one-on-one perimeter defenders in the league.
Pass to Simmons. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. The three from Curry. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Simmons has got 3 assists tonight. Trent outside. Here's Big Daddy. And here's Barnes. Down low. Big Daddy. Claxton with a rebound. It's a 9-point spread. Curry with it. Van Vliet covering. Curry passes to Simmons.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
Pass to Trent. Anunoby for 3. Offensive board. Big Daddy shot is good.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Brooklyn has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Now here's Curry. Outside Simmons. Back to Curry. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Now here's Trent. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Pass to Anunoby. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Van Vliet, the pass to Trent. Here's Barnes. Up and in on the layup.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamental.
Here's O'Neal. On the wing, Curry. Anunoby against Durant. Shoots from 12, and the Nets tack on 2 more.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
For Brooklyn, they've got 8 of 13 attempts to go. Simmons finds Durant. Big Daddy grabs a board.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Right side Barnes. That one falls.
Great recognition of the mismatch, abusing the smaller defender. Poor guy.
To the paint. Here's Claxton. It's tipped. Anunoby against Durant. Pass to Big Daddy. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
The people upstairs in Brooklyn have been making some very interesting moves, trying to put together a championship caliber team.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nets. No good on that one. Are those big decisions by the Nets front office difficult to deal with as players?
You know, some guys can ignore the politics, but I'm sure others do have questions at the end of the day, though. These guys just want a ball. And ultimately, I think they just roll with the punches.
Siakam, he's checked in for Toronto. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Harris comes in for Curry. And the Nets miss again.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Trent's shot is off. The Nets with a lead. It's Warren on the wing. He's covered by Siakam. The kick to Durant from downtown, on target from range. Durant's got 7 points in the game.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high quality shooting.
Big Daddy. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist.
If defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
It's Warren on the wing. Back to Harris. Pass to O'Neal. Outside Durant. Beyond the arc. Barnes with the rebound.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight.
No luck on that one. And Brooklyn going the other way.
That one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
And on top of probably having the better talent, they never let up. Great effort, great win.
Now here's Harris. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one.
And guys, so many great players coming out of Canada. The Raptors have converted a nation, not just watching basketball, but to playing it as well.
And Grant, you think back to those early Raptors jerseys with the big dinosaur. They admit it was aimed at the kids.
Yeah, of course. I mean, rather than win over the older hockey fans, they went after the younger generation. And now they're all grown up and packing the seats.
Porter Jr., he's checked in for Toronto. Flynn comes in for Trent. Thomas, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Sumner comes in for Ben Simmons. Here's Big Daddy. He gets it in there. He's got 7.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Pass to Warren. Sumner on the wing. From 13, Big Daddy grab.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Oh, he picked him clean. Pass to Sumner. It's not going to go for him. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Porter with it. Warren covering. To the inside, doubled by Warren. Here's Big Daddy. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MOB physical. Get in position for the putback and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Here's Warren. Following the bucket by the Raptors.
Yeah, he's an active scorer. Because Warren takes initiative, he's able to draw the defense's hand on the way up.
The front office for Brooklyn has said they need selfless players who want to be there and are available.
Well, BA, the message.
And Brooklyn has possession. They're coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Offensively, it was never their night. The issues they suffered were pretty clear.
Won't win games in this league with an offensive night like that. They've got some things to figure out.
On the floor for the Nets, Simmons and Curry are in the backcourt. Royce O'Neal is out there with Nicholas Claxton. And it's Warren in at the 3. Pass to O'Neal. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on OG Anunoby.
Man, good whistle there.
Shooting for Brooklyn.
He misses the free throw. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, BA, I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
Here's Flynn. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Net foul.
And in 2021, when the Nets traded for James Harden, they became the favorites. And after it all fell apart last season, many were left wondering what might have been.
You know, for the Nets, history repeating itself. Think back to 2013, their trade with the Celtics, creating another star trio. It didn't work out, and it set the franchise back for years, RJ.
Yeah, but credit the front office. They made something out of nothing. They got young assets, and they got them these stars. And they are still in a relatively strong position because they got a ton of picks in return.
Toronto shooting only 42%. Here's Trent. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Going all in. That was the 2K drive. Well worth a second look.
Yeah, I mean, to get a shot like that on a drive, oh, it's those type of plays that will chip away at the lead.
Curry finds Simmons. Here's Claxton, and he jams it home with authority.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Pascal Siakam's play had dipped for a while after he got the big bag. He said, it was like, you got the max contract, but are you the guy? That's something I really struggled with. But there's still another level that I can get to, and I see myself as an all-star, and there's a lot more to unleash. Brian?
Yeah, just now entering his prime, Allie. Thank you. He takes it in, and the powerful one-handed slam.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Warren against Anunoby. Warren's shot is good. Warren's got 4 points in the quarter.
You gotta guard Warren close, especially when he's lurking inside looking to score.
Barnes, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Second team foul.
First free throw is good.
Line for Toronto. Scotty Barnes.
Both free throws good from Barnes.
They've been flawless at the line this quarter. They need to stay aggressive and keep drawing fouls. That'll help them chip away at the lead.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Outside Curry. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Anunoby against Warren. 5 to shoot. Back to O'Neal. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Big Daddy. He had 40 points in the win against Atlanta.
And can we talk about the best part? His defense. His shot blocking was simply on another level in that one.
Pass to Trent. The Raptors need to get off a shot. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Raptors making a switch here. Van Vliet checked in. Outside Warren. Curry against Trent. And here's Simmons. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Offensive rebound. The lead now cut to single digits. 15 points in the game.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Here's Warren. He got a piece of it. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. Just 4 to shoot. Fires from the corner. And the Nets get it back. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
That free throw misses.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton.
And he ends up missing both free throws. All right, Richard, I was looking over your accomplishments, doing a little extra prep on you. An NBA title with the Cavs, a state title in high school, and almost won it all in college at Arizona. Is that the one what-if in your career?
Oh, no. Thank you for bringing those up. But, yeah, I have tons of what-ifs. I have, obviously the college championship. I also got Athens in the 04. And look, just for giggles, I also like to talk about the 2 times I lost in the NBA Finals going against Shaq and Kobe, then Tim Duncan, David Robinson, and Manu Ginobili. But the funny thing is, it's not like they didn't have Hall of Fame head coaches. It was only Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich. So, I've run into a few buzzsaws in my day.
First one falls for him.
Royce O'Neal. 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Van Vliet. A 20-point game for him in the win against Atlanta.
And how about the passing? We've seen this from him. He's just absolutely shredding the D to pieces right now.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's O'Neal. 5 points in the game. Pass to Warren. Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Anunoby. Trent with it. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
That's his second personal foul.
And when you watch the way Trent Jr. can take over a game, just a gifted scorer who can explode once he gets going, he's impossible to slow down.
That's good from Trent. And with Trent Jr., he very much is a microwave scorer, Grant.
Oh, he heats up in an instant, B.A. A bit of a streaky shooter overall. I would like to see him round out his inside game to find new ways to score if his shot isn't there.
Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Claxton. And he converts the layup. Claxton's got 4 points this quarter.
Showing he's more than just a scorer. Warren is good at finding his teammates when they're uncovered.
Now Van Vliet. Here's Big Daddy. 16 points for him. Another shot. Tries yet again. And he sinks the layup. 18 points for him.
Just owning the offensive glass right now. Just refusing to let up.
And you can't teach effort. You can encourage it, but this is why you covet guys who are so self-motivated.
Here's Claxton. He can't get it to go. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. Trent outside. Pass to Big Daddy. Back to Trent. Here's Big Daddy. He's got 18. Misses the baby hook. And here's Simmons. Here's Claxton. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Claxton's got 8.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Pass to Big Daddy. And the layup is good off the glass.
He has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Curry against Trent. Curry passes to Simmons. Back to Curry. Big Daddy grabs a board.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Trent, the pass to Van Vliet. Here's Big Daddy. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now just a 4-point Brooklyn lead.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
Timeout call, Brooklyn.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
So Brooklyn going with almost a... And so it's the Brooklyn Nets ending the quarter up 10. Their key to consistency has been their dominant.
54. The Nets, 64.
And if you just join it in, one half is in the books. One half to go. The Raptors shooting at 45% of the game so far. Van Vliet and Trent Jr. team up as the backcourt. Anunoby and Barnes are the forwards. And it's Big Daddy in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half.
Coming onto the floor for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton.
Tipped away. Inside. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
That's his first.
I mean, you have to love the physicality of Simmons right there. He has the strength and size to finish that play.
Shooting one.
Free throw good. Simmons.
Oh, and last summer, Ben Simmons had surgery on a herniated disc. I'm not a back expert. You know, I'm more of an ankle guy, but hard to be effective when that area is just not right.
Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle. And last season, Ben Simmons caught some flack for not suiting up in the playoffs. Grant, you think his surgery quieted those voices a little?
You know, I think it did a little bit. But, you know, at this point, it's going to come down to his performance on the court. He does have something to prove. It'll be interesting to see what he does.
Simmons against Van Vliet. Now here's Simmons. Tightly guarded. Can't hit from in close. Trent outside. Pass to Big Daddy. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. We'll take it.
Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Kevin Durant with a rebound. Durant's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's O'Neal, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
13 foul. Shooting for Brooklyn, Royce O'Neal at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line.
Substitution on the court.
Siakam, pass to Van Vliet. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Siakam. Siakam's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Thomas. It's Warren on the wing. Gets an open look and hits it. Warren's got 14.
Such a confident score. We've seen Warren go off for 50-plus in the game.
They get it back. And he comes up with a bucket.
If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way. Come on.
Pass to Thomas. Warren with the ball. gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
Yeah, just outworking the coverage. Warren enjoys going up strong and cashing in despite the contact.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Yeah, and with a finish like that, you know he's looking to extend the lead and put this game out of reach.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot. So we see the Nets taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Yeah, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Brian Anderson, along with our 2K Sports crew. Thank you.
Hey, need some help?
Hey, Coach.
Finishing at the rim is still an art. Let's get this going. You got it. You got it. Come on.
Yo, we got this. Don't worry.
Now we're rolling.
Way to take that strong.
Just like that.
You guys the ones who are going to be losing today. I got you wired real quick.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
What's the foul? Who's got ball? And the foul.
Let's go.
Now what? Hey, balance it out.
Keep it going. One more.
Yes, sir.
Good to see someone who values the mid-range game. Now let's see how this works. Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're going to do. You got it. You got it. Come on. Get ready. Let's go. Get the next one. Hey, right here. Get your mind right. Your head in the game.
Oh, you done? You done?
Now, who's the only other NBA athlete to have a 60-point triple-double?
Was it Wilt Chamberlain, LeBron James, James Harden, or Magic Johnson?
If you answered the beard, then congratulations. Here's some VC to start off your new year.
One of my favorite things about my career in 2K23 is that your character will come across some big names giving you some good advice.
From Tracy McGrady to Josh Giddey, there's one person who got to act with all of those NBA stars.
So now, let's meet the actor behind your My Player, Jamad Mays.
Ooh, so this is gonna be a dog fight right now. Oh, Zion, what up, man?
It's still early in the season, and teams are still trying to figure out rotations. Greg, what's it like to play in a game like that tonight?
Well, for a lot of these guys, Kevin, it's all about jockeying for position, making an argument for minutes. You want to earn the trust of your coaches.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. The backcourt pair will be Doncic and Dinwiddie. Powell is out there with Christian Wood. And it's Bullock in at the 3 slot. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
You know, we can't measure Hart. He's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Dinwiddie passes to Powell. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
Get the perimeter, get the perimeter.
Doncic looking it over. Wood trying to free himself up. Trent, right side, shoots over Dinwiddie. Here's Powers, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
Toronto shooting their first free throw of the game here.
At the line for your Raptors.
The free throw off from Powers. And Clark, don't you have to admire the way the Mavericks are always looking to compete?
Yeah, I like that, Kevin. It's a good point by you. It starts at the top of the organization. I mean, the team has really avoided any kind of lengthy rebuild. To their credit, they want to win, and this team is definitely capable of doing that.
With the drive, and that one is hammered home.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
Here's Dinwiddie. After the Raptors pick up 2. Back to Doncic. With nobody near him.
You know, often once Luka gets the ball, it's all over. It's all she wrote. He's well positioned to finish that catch and shoot.
Down low, here's Powers. Makes it off the glass. And that's now 6 points for Big Daddy.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
Dinwiddie outside. Back to Doncic. Dinwiddie kicks to Powell. 6 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And it's blocked. And they'll get another chance. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Boy, I like the fact that's intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be in their face all night long.
For Toronto, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Pass to Trent. And he drops it in from the low post.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Here's Doncic. Gary Trent Jr. making his last shot. Doncic passes to Wood. Dinwiddie against Trent.
And I think Powell is terrific in the pick and roll. Knows how to dive after he sets the screen.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow. They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Doncic kicks to Dinwiddie. Pass to Powell. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Last time they met was in Dallas, where they beat the Mavericks.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Very satisfying performance, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. I mean, they ended up winning it going away.
Here's Doncic after the made shot from Powers. Doncic passes to Wood. He kicks to Bullock. Back to Wood. It's rebounded by Big Daddy. Big Daddy's got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's good from Barnes on the assist by Anunoby. Barnes has got his second bucket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
Raptors leading by 8. Clark, when the Mavs traded for Rajon Rondo during the 14-15 season, Dwight Powell was included in that package, and he's still with them.
Yeah, you know, Rondo spent just a half season with the Mavs, and really at that point in time was in the second half of his career, while Powell has been there ever since and is a nice foundational piece. I mean, they love his work ethic, and he's a key part of their rotation, and I don't see that changing.
and they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And it'll be the Mavericks with their first time out here of the game.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Siakam is checked in for Barnes. Porter comes in for OG Anunoby. And Flynn subbed in for Trent. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. JaVale McGee's checked in for Dwight Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Christian Wood. Josh Green's checked in for Reggie Bullock. Hardaway is subbed in for Dinwiddie. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
And so here is Dallas after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
I'm just so impressed with Siakam's offensive improvement over the years. I mean, he's mastering the ability to play in attack mode. And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
Here's McGee. Nice D from Powers.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Porter finds Siakam. Can't cash in from close range. Mavericks trail by 11. To the inside. McGee. Rebound by the Raptors. Big Daddy's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
And finished off by Porter.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now here is Hardaway. His last outing, he had 8 points. Powers, the pass to Siakam.
Dallas foul. JaVale McGee.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Raptors.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's Dallas with it. 19-point game. To the paint. Wood, high post. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. 5 to shoot. No, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Scotty Barnes picks one up. This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he's still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunity.
Anunoby in at the forward with Barnes next to him. And it's Big Daddy. Then it's Gary Trent. And it's Flynn in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Anunoby has the open look. And it's off the back rim. No good.
No excuses. None. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Flynn against Dinwiddie. The pass to Green. Over in the corner, Wood. Clock is at 3. Over Barnes. Wood can't hit.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
And they swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
Back to Bullock. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Outside, Green. Pass to Bullock. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Shot from free throw range. It's rebounded by Big Daddy. Looking at Dallas, they took that win in their last game against the Celtics.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, you know, the defense had no answer for him. To do that kind of damage on the road, impressive.
Powell dishes to Green. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message. They're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for it.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
It's deflected.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Here's the bait, 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts. Well, Clark, here's an interesting stat trend of the 2022 season. More shots are taken from three-point range, but fewer makes on average per shot.
Yeah, the volume has gone up, but the makes have not. You know, more teams are launching triples, and more defenses, quite honestly, Kevin, are focused on challenging those shots. Not surprising to see the numbers trending in the direction you mentioned.
Collins, and that one is stuffed right through.
Catches the defense napping there. Those plays can be crushing.
And it's Dinwiddie with the ball, bringing it up now for the Mavericks. Green kicks to Dinwiddie. Dallas moving the ball around. And no good. So the Raptors will take it the other way.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too. And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
Outside, Green. Pass to Powell. Kicks it to Bullock. Here's Wood. Covered by Birch. It's Powell on the wing. Wood passes to Bullock. To stop the drought. And that one goes long. Toronto, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And the Mavericks call time here. Look at Big Daddy. What a contribution.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
To our loudest fans. Now is that time.
A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Reggie Bullock. And Doncic is subbed in for Green. Here's Doncic.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. 19, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. It's the Raptors opening up a huge gap. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it.
Make some noise, Toronto.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic out there by Big Daddy.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. The backcourt pair will be Doncic and Dinwiddie. Christian Wood is out there with Dwight Powell, and it's Bullock in at the 3.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
The Raptors have taken 10 shots from the free throw line up to this point and made 6 of them.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
And so here is Dallas. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Anunoby passes to Powers. 6 on the shot clock. Inside, Barnes draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Scotty Barnes, shooting 1.
One shot.
The free throw off from Barnes. And Fred VanVleet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin VanVleet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load. Increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
Trent outside. Now here's Anunoby. He's guarded by Bullock. And it's Big Daddy missing.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Doncic against Van Vliet. Doncic dishes to Powell, and it's good for 2. Powell's got 6 points.
Boy, Doncic, with his size and ball skills and vision, is a master, a maestro in the pick and roll. He can make just about any pass necessary out of the pick and roll set. Nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Pass to Bullock. He kicks to Doncic. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Big Daddy. Big Daddy's got 11 rebounds in the game. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. And the dunk by Powell.
And all Powell needs is good positioning inside, and when he does get it, he's throwing it down.
Trent outside. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Van Vliet with it. Defended by Dinwiddie.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Back to Doncic. Here's the 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Big Daddy's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Doncic passes to Dinwiddie. Kicks to Powell. The pass to Bullock. Passes it to Wood. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Big Daddy. Big Daddy's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Shoots from 8. Anunoby, no good.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
A chance here to get a quick injury report. Now for an update on Tim Hardaway Jr.'s injury, let's go to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, I had a moment to catch up with the Mavericks head athletic trainer. I was told it's just a bruised knee, and luckily there doesn't seem to be severe damage. While the season isn't very old, this is still distressing to hear, and somebody is going to have to pick up the slack while he's out. Kevin, back to you.
Well, thank you, David. Hopefully we'll see him very soon. Back to Dinwiddie. Good.
Spencer
Dinwiddie's got 6 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And they might be down big, but you'd love the mentality he has to go at defenders and just keep attacking.
Knocked loose. Powell kicks to Doncic. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Assist from
18 points for Luka Doncic.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole. My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
Dallas calls timeout.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
Some changes here for the Raptors. Siakam is checked in for Scotty Barnes. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for OG Anunoby. And Flynn subbed in for Trent. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Dwight Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Christian Wood. Josh Green's checked in for Reggie Bullock. And Hardaway is subbed in for Dinwiddie. Hardaway against Van Vliet. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable. And they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their careers.
The Mavericks have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Doncic kicks to Green. Dallas moving it around. And Big Daddy picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
.139 left in the third. Doncic, and the jumper is on the mark. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, from the moment he entered the league, Doncic has been an immediate star, capable of big nights just about any time he's on the court.
Porter with it. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Doncic. The Mavericks have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. And Doncic throws it down.
Boy, there's a subtle but real physicality and aggressiveness to Doncic's approach to the game, and that's part of his greatness.
On the wing, Green. Guarded by Porter. Offensive rebound. Green, the pass to McGee. Fades back. That's tipped. Here's Big Daddy, guarded by McGee.
Mavericks foul. Maxi Kleber. That's his third personal foul.
For Toronto, they have had some good chances at the line, but only gone 6 of 12 from the stripe.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
And the question for the Mavs is simple. How do you best build around Luka Doncic? They'll try to answer that in the coming years.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Capable of running the offense. Doncic, fantastic at getting his teammates involved.
Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Powers, the pass to Flynn. Shoots over Doncic. And again, no good by Toronto. 3 seconds left, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Van Vliet picks one up.
Well, you got to give
Toronto will go for a different look here. Big Daddy's checked in for Siakam. Scotty Barnes comes in for Achua. Anunoby, he's checked in for Porter. And Trent subbed in for Flynn. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Wood, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Josh Green. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Greg, it just seems for the Mavs, it's all about finding the right fit for the role player.
Yeah, that's why this team was willing to move on from Porzingis. Going forward, you can see them look a lot like the Harden era Rockets.
Sharing the wing spots for them, it'll be Trent Jr. and Anunoby. Big Daddy is out there with Barnes. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And he can't hit the second.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
Bullock kicks to Doncic. Dinwiddie outside. Clock at 6. It's rebounded by Big Daddy.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. And when you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
I'm glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this juncture.
To the middle, here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Trent can't hit. Mavericks trail by 13. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Trent against Dinwiddie. Pass to Bullock. There's the three. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Big Daddy's got his 16th rebound on the night. Barnes finds Anunoby. The kick out to Barnes. Pass to Big Daddy. Back to Barnes. No good on the shot. Now Dallas takes it the other way. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. The pass to Powell. And they call an illegal screen here. And the NBA last season announced the creation of 6 new trophies for the division winners and named them after 6 pioneering players.
Kevin, anytime you can connect the past, the legacy of the league to the present in meaningful ways, I think that's a winning situation. I mean, greats like Wayne Embry, Sam Jones, Willis Reed, who paved the way for generations of black players. I mean, I think it's a great move to recognize them and continue to realize the importance they played in helping to build the foundation on which the league stands.
And the free throw line has not been kind to him tonight. And that's a running theme. It's something he's got to work on.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
You know, another thing that stands out to me is their passing in this game. I mean, they've done a tremendous job sharing the ball and setting each other up for success.
Passes it to Wood. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Assisted.
Doncic has got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Powers. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. 34 points for Big Daddy.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Dallas calls timeout.
It's time for your one-step crew. Come on, everyone. Give it up for the man.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Big Daddy.
And you know what? This has been his game from the start. I mean, he found ways to impact at both ends. And he's been relentless at attacking the opposition all night long, keeping constant pressure on the opponent.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row. Dinwiddie dishes to Doncic. Floats it up for Wood. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. And he's good on the 3-ball. Dinwiddie's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Powell doing a nice job recognizing when to give it up. He, to me, is the epitome of a value utility player. Knows his role.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy. Having the responsibility of guarding him.
Dinwiddie passes to Powell. Now here's Bullock. Not a lot of room. Steps back and fires. Out to Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Now there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
And Anunoby now top of the key. Here's Powers, and he slams it one-handed.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Here's Powell, guarded by Powers. The jump hook. No good off the back of the rim.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested. Coming out here tonight and making a statement. Really good work all around
for the Raptors.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
I tell you what, no matter how brief it is, anytime you can get a season series sweep, you're happy.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Big Daddy.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
4th-team foul. At the line.
That's good for Anunoby. Some changes for Toronto. Young's checked in for Barnes. And Josh Jackson subbed in for Trent. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Hardy. Pinson passes to Bertans. Here's Ntilikina, guarded by Jackson. A steal. Here's the pass to Powers. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. And here's Hardy. Here's Pinson. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that love every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, even here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you
Great team win tonight. Very balanced offense. What was the difference for you guys?
Just trusting one another out there. Wait. Let me guess. You got some questions about my leadership since you didn't. You know, man, I'll say it's very disappointing that whoever
And of course, as fans know, going through this year's My Career, you will come across a ton of NBA athletes. So what was some of your favorite moments from working with all these players?
Ooh, T-Mac for sure. T-Mac, really, really cool guy. Super, super cool. His energy out the roof, super cool, funny. Devin Booker was really cool too. He's really intellectual, like super focused, like that. He has a little bit of that Mamba mentality, and a little bit maybe have a lot of it. But
it's early in the season, but we're already seeing some teams fall short of expectations. Grant, what do these teams need to do to get back on track?
Well, first of all, they have to relax. They can't panic. It's still early in the season. But, of course, it's on the leaders of each team to set the tone. They need to make sure everyone is locked in and on the same page.
And the Cleveland starting five. The lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen are together inside. Raul Neto out there with Mitchell. And it's Osman in at small forward. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland.
Cavaliers ball.
Clock at 4. Outside Mitchell. Big Daddy grabs a board. Now the Raptors with it. Shoots from 12. Got a hand on it. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Anunoby on the wing. Pass to Big Daddy. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
You know, guys, I don't think too many people expected the resurgence we saw from the Cavs last season. It started with their defense.
At the line for 2.
That free throw, no good. Well, in terms of their D, the Cavs have gone from one of the softer teams in the league to one of the toughest.
Well, think about this. I mean, they're a young team. They play with tremendous energy, and we see that in the way they get after it on defense.
And Smitty, the Toronto Raptors, the lone Canadian team in the NBA, they take great pride in that.
Since the Grizzlies relocated to Memphis in 2001, Canada has belonged to the Raptors. BA, you can tell they take pride in this. They don't just represent the city of Toronto, but the entire country.
Here's Big Daddy, coming off a solid outing against Dallas. Siakam, that's good.
Strong finish. Siakam with great balance, able to complete the play through contact.
Pass to Osman. Back to Neto. Outside Mitchell. Now Allen. Back to Neto. Knocked loose. Here's Van Vliet. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
What agility from Fred Van Vliet in the paint, zipping around the defense.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. He'll take possessions like that one all day.
Here's Neto. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Just 5 to shoot. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Fred Van Vliet.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And after a few seasons of anemic offense, the Cavs have finally started to turn things around.
Yes, they have. And they made a big step forward. Now, there's a nice balance to their offense.
The Raptors are taking a patient approach. They understand to get back to a championship level, they've got to grow from within.
Here's Osman. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Comes up empty down low. And despite setting their sights on the future, Smitty, last season the Raptors still claimed the 5th seed in the East.
Exceeding expectations, that's what they do. And with their great player development program, they have every reason to believe they'll continue to improve. God, they can't buy one. 0 for 4. Sometimes this happens.
And the basket by Van Vliet.
Gary Trent Jr., his teammate, was so open, he could have passed it with his eyes closed.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Osman. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
That one's good for 2.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
The Cavaliers have gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Back to Neto. Pass to Osman. Here's Neto. Now here's Mobley. He's covered by Siakam. Shot clock at 6. Right side Mitchell. And he's going for the oop here. There's the block. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. The Raptors with a lead. To the middle. Here's Big Daddy. And he slams it in one-handed.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Cleveland calls timeout. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
You know what it is? That's good advanced scouting. They knew what they were in for, and they were ready.
For the Cavaliers, Stevens is checked in for Osman, and LeVert subbed in for Neto.
Give it up once again for your north side crew.
Pass to Stevens. Back to Mitchell. Trent against LeVert to the paint. Allen deflected, and he's able to get it back.
Jared Allen.
The Raptors have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Van Vliet, the pass to Anunoby. To the inside. Here's Big Daddy, and he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
You have to credit Anunoby. He's put in the work to become a better playmaker.
The Cavs trailing. LeVert outside. Back to Mitchell. And there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul of the game. Well, Grant, the NBA has led the way when it comes to diversity and representation in high-level jobs. Grant, what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, B.A., I love this. I mean, the NBA really, truly has been a leader when it comes to this. Whether it's coaches, front office, in the league office in New York, living and embodying the spirit of diversity and inclusion is what the NBA is all about. It's fun to be a part of.
The NBA where everyone is welcome. That free throw good from Van Vliet.
It's rare for an undrafted player to make an impact, but Fred Van Vliet has earned his spot in the league. The 6th man on a title team back in 2019, and he's become an all-star.
Achiuwa's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Lopez, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Now here's LeVert. 14 points for him last game against the Pistons in Detroit. 4-3. Sends it home from three-point land. Well, Smitty, Van Vliet's become an all-star. Is he the best undrafted player in the NBA, you think?
Well, B.A., Ben Wallace is the standard. A multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year winner. Champions like Bruce Bowen and Udonis Haslem, they're right up there. But Fred Van Vliet has a chance when it's all said and done to be the best.
And here are the Cavaliers now, following the bucket by the Raptors. 6 on the shot clock. Love for 3. Rebound by the Raptors. They come into this one having outplayed the Mavericks last time out.
Yeah, they were really able to keep their intensity high throughout the game. Never really saw them back off.
A couple things stood out for me. They were relentless, and they also played under control. That's a deadly combination. That 2021 draft class was stacked with talent. You look at a guy like Scotty Barnes. He went 4th overall, a player any team would love to have.
Here's Stevens, looking for his first basket, still in this one. Pass to Mitchell, lets it fly. Big Daddy grabs a board.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
You know what sticks out with Barnes is his versatility on both ends of the court.
BA, let's talk about the defensive end. He is disruptive. He has a 7'3" wingspan, and he can guard 1 through 5. Offensively, he can handle, pass, and score. The sky is the limit for Scotty Barnes, BA. I like it. That's a great battle at the rim. He just couldn't finish.
Pass to Big Daddy. Count that one. He's got 10.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Outside Mitchell. Here's Stevens. 46 seconds left in the first quarter here. Looking to end the run, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one on Barnes.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Cavaliers, Lamar Stevens, taking 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
Substitution on the court.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Down low. Here's Mobley. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Mobley's got his second basket on the night.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Trent Jr. and Anunoby out on the wings. Then there's Malachi Flynn. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Big Daddy in at the power forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. That free throw no good. And the Raptors making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Here's Neto. A 23-point game for him in the win against Detroit.
And he did great work on the defensive end, too, with 3 steals on the night.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the Cavaliers have surprised many with their ascension. Coach Bickerstaff said they had to be really patient through some difficult times, but his star center, Jared Allen, said, quote, no matter who's in front of us, big or small, we're going to go out there and fight till the end. Brian?
Yeah, that's what got him here, Allie. Thank you. Here's Big Daddy. 11 points in the game. No good that time. Good D by Mobley. The Cavs have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Here's Osman. And he can't get that one. Now Toronto takes it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Last time, free throw shooting was their kryptonite. Just could not keep pace.
Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. The Raptors have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Big Daddy. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. You know, for most players, being a starter has value. But Grant, some elite teams have been elevated by great players who have accepted a reserve role.
And it's really special, BA, when you have that. Players who are willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. Putting winning first at all costs. And you think about it, through the years, Manu Ginobili with the Spurs, Andre Iguodala in Golden State, it really can galvanize a team and lead to winning championships.
3 on the clock. And he's going for the lob. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Here's Big Daddy. Allen defending. The shot by Big Daddy, no good. Well, Cleveland's shooting 36% for the game. Not great. Pass to Mobley. Puts up a 3. He drops it from range. Mobley's got 7 now in this quarter.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Now here's Van Vliet to the middle. Outside Anunoby. Trent against LeVert. Here's Big Daddy. Stolen by Mobley. And here's LeVert. 11 points in the game. And the foul called on Caris LeVert. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's 2 fouls for him so far. But I still think he needs to stay aggressive.
Here's Big Daddy. 13 points in the game. Van Vliet outside. Outside Anunoby. Back to Van Vliet from outside the arc. The Cavaliers pull it in. Here's Osman. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Stolen by Van Vliet. And now the Raptors on the break. Trent from long range. They get it again.
I love how he's willing to sacrifice his body in there, giving maximum effort. That's what it takes on the defensive boards.
And it's Mobley. That time on the assist from LeVert. Mobley's got 9 points.
Oh, nice ball movement by LeVert. A welcome sign for this team.
Trent outside. Inside, Big Daddy, and he dunks it down.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Osman. Here's Neto, and here's LeVert for 3. And Anunoby pulls it down. Here's Van Vliet. The second effort. Big Daddy shot. He's got 17.
And you have to appreciate the heart they've shown on the offensive boards this quarter.
Cleveland calls timeout.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Boucher's checked in for Siakam. Scotty Barnes comes in for Anunoby. And it's Porter Jr. in for Trent. And a new group getting ready for the Cavaliers. Lopez, he's checked in for Allen. Love comes in for Evan Mobley. Stevens is checked in for Osman. And Mitchell subbed in for LeVert. Now here's Mitchell. He had a 36-point outing in their last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
Terrific all-around effort. He did a great job of creating for himself and others. Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And Grant Donovan Mitchell wears the number 45. Not one we see a lot of in the NBA.
That's true, B.A. But Donovan's got a good reason to wear it. Paying homage to Michael Jordan. Mitchell said growing up, everyone always took 23, so he went to MJ's return number, 45.
The Cavaliers again cannot hit.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Here's Mitchell following the bucket by the Raptors to the inside. And it's Lopez with the jam.
When Lopez gets in that close, it's tough to stop him from slamming it home.
Oh, they pick off the pass. Here we go, all alone. Neto's shot is good.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And that replay showed how sensational that drive truly was.
Oh, I love the mindset to get at the rim right there. He knows they're down and wants to spark a comeback.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball after the basket by Toronto. Back to Neto. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Neto's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. to Lopez. Here's Neto. Four on the clock. The three from Mitchell. They get it back. Here's Stevens. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. And so it's Toronto closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Defense is setting the tone. More 2K action in just a moment.
32.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. And on the floor for J.B. Bickerstaff as we get into the second half. The lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen are together inside. Donovan Mitchell out there with Raul Neto. And it's Osman in at the 3 slot. Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Oh, the energy and focus on display. Saw an opportunity to get inside, and they continue to build at this lead.
Back to Allen. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Pass to Big Daddy. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. They'll pin that one on Jared Allen.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
That one's off.
Taking 2 shots.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. The Cavs trailing. Here's Mitchell. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Pass to Van Vliet. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Osman. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
That's his first personal foul.
And he makes a first.
At the line for the Cavaliers, James Osman.
And so he makes both from the line. And Toronto has possession. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Anunoby, no good with a layup.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Pass to Osman. Mobley with it. Lets it go from 11. It's deflected. Trent outside. Here's Big Daddy. And a nice finish on the layup. He's got 27.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Osman. Now Allen. Back to Osman. Here's Neto. Shot clock at 5. The baseline, Jay. Got a piece of it.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Now how they envision this one.
Cleveland foul. Donovan Mitchell. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
And he drops the first.
Solid from the line. Trent Jr. and all-around score.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. LeVert's checked in. Trent hits them both.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Outside Mitchell. LeVert outside. Now here's Allen. He's covered closely. Pass to LeVert. And it's rejected. And it's out of bounds for the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Achua's checked in for Toronto. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
They are dominating the paint in this one. Consistent work inside throughout the game.
And also, I just love how they've been moving the ball side to side on the perimeter. Great passing, unlocking their offensive potential.
Man, Robin Lopez has a lovable personality. He's someone his teammates really enjoy playing with.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
Now here's Mitchell. Big-time offensive force he's been. He's averaging just over 31 a game. Porter with the steal. Here comes Toronto on the push. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. Love it.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Cooper's checked in. And that one misses. As impressive as the numbers were for Mobley as a rookie, the consistency stood out the most, Grant.
Yeah, no question, B.A. Mobley shows up and makes an impact every night. He just finds ways to help the team even when the shots aren't there. He's the type of player that fits with any system.
Now here's Boucher. Here's Big Daddy. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Love. And here's Mitchell. There's the triple. It's another three for Cleveland.
Finally starting to dial in from range. That's his second this half.
Here's Big Daddy. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
At the line for your Raptors. At the line for one.
Nine seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Mitchell. Mitchell can't get that one to fall. And so it's the Toronto Raptors continuing to pile it on, up 22 as we head to the break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Gary Trent is out there with Otto Porter, and it's Big Daddy in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
And no lack of aggression on that move. Good for the 2K drive.
And this is exactly what you love to see. Up big, not letting up, keep on applying pressure to their defense.
Out to the right wing. Here's Neto, guarded by Trent. Outside for Love. Let's go with a three. Mobley passes to Love. It's stolen by Barnes. Here's Trent. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. One thing I know players are happy about, the number of back-to-back games is way down from just a few years ago, Smith.
Yes, indeed, B.A. About a decade ago, about a quarter of a team's games were part of a back-to-back. Now it's only about 15%. That's a change everyone likes, players, coaches, and broadcasters.
Here's Mitchell. He can't hit that time. And Toronto will come the other way.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's Big Daddy. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Siakam. He's got 40 now.
Ooh, heat check after heat check. He rises to the occasion, trying to wheel his team to victory.
Now here's Mobley. Mitchell. The Cavaliers again cannot hit.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
To the paint. Anunoby finds Van Vliet. Here's Big Daddy. Allen defending. Clock at 6. Here's Big Daddy. Soft touch off the glass.
They're really working the paint now.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Osman. Oh, that one's off. Still out of sync. Pass to Big Daddy. And attention has been given to the interactions between fans and the players. Smitty, sometimes it feels more chippy than in years past.
I totally agree, B.A., and I think what happens is fan interaction is getting way out of hand. They have to understand it's just a game. It's getting too personal.
Here's Osman. Here's Neto. And they'll get another chance. And that one drops.
Tremendous effort from Allen, one of the top offensive rebounders in the game.
To the inside. Shot from 12. No good. Off the front rim.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Here's Osman. Over on Anunoby. Big Daddy grabs a board.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
Raul Neto. That's his first personal foul.
That free throw's good from Anunoby.
When you talk about OG Anunoby, here's a guy who gets better every season. Works hard on his game.
And the Cavaliers going with a whole new... So it's the Raptors winning this one easily. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports coverage of the NBA.
Terrific effort on both ends of the court tonight. You guys really dominated.
No, I wasn't mad tonight, Nate. But
see you out there doing work. Let's get to work. That's what we're gonna do.
Yo, we got this. Don't worry. Hey, yo, right here, baby. For sleep.
Huddle up, gentlemen. Great win last night. Don't expect our road to get any easier, though. We need to stay focused today so that we can go out there and keep this positive streak going. If we can improve our shooting percentages, we stand a better chance of winning games. Coaches, set up the drill. Let's get it, fellas.
Again. Just like that. One more.
Good work in practice today. Make sure you get some reps in before you leave the gym.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Let's get this started already.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. Come on, man.
Let's go. Gear up. We good. That's all. Yo, keep the run. I see him. Keep it going.
We good. And one. We'll show you.
Let's go. Nice shot.
You're about to get off my court.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're going to do.
Get it started, man. Get it started. Who's got court?